Okay guys, hello, Sponge from Sponge's Tech Tips. It is still the 1st of July up here. Beautiful day. It's probably about 67, 68 degrees. Everything's green, everything's blue. Still working on the Honda Pilot series. This is going to focus on one specific thing, but what we're doing all in all is we're doing a complete interior swap from a high mileage, bad motor, or higher, I should say, higher mileage Honda '08 Honda Pilot with a bad motor, and we are putting a very nice interior into a very low mileage, only 55,000 miles, nice Honda Pilot that had some interior damage, probably as a result of a dog or something. So we're trucking along here. We've got a large portion of it. All the seats are out, the back panels are out. What we're working on now is the rear hatch assembly. Now, I am removing this and swapping it because I'm doing a complete interior and color change swap. You may be needing to remove it to get access to lights or your license plate area, the mechanisms, maybe your windshield wipers, anything. So this will give you the access to it. So tools you need a number 3 Phillips head screwdriver. You need a very small pan head. This is my little trusty tiny itty bitty pan head. There it is, focused on it. And you may need a panel popper of sorts. So okay, first thing we're gonna do to do this, you got to start at the top. You've got basically 4 pieces, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you always want to start with this upper one because it's not always, but in this particular vehicle. So you don't really need your panel popper. If you can get your fingers behind here, start kind of bringing it back and popping it free. You've got 4, if memory serves me correctly, 4, there we go, 4 plastic compression clips. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, pull that off and set it aside. You can see how that overlaps this point here. So the next thing you're going to do, you're going to, again, get your hands, kind of shimmy it back and forth a little bit until it pops. This one's got 2, 1, 2. This one's got a black one for some reason. That's odd. Maybe somebody was in here before. Set that one aside. We'll go to the other side. Same thing. 1, 2. Pop it free. Now this one's got a black and a white one too. Maybe that's just how they made these. Okay, they may be different sizes, actually. Don't know. Okay, next thing we need to do, get your little pan head. You've got a handle right here, and there really isn't a specific opening. You want to kind of find a little spot where you can sneak in. You don't want to damage anything, so try to find a little, see it? I mean, once you start getting it in there, it just pops free. You've got 2 of those. That fell on the ground. I don't want to lose it. So there's a kind of a little gap. You can get behind there. Push it. Okay. That one fell. Yep, I see them. Hold on. I want to grab those just in case. I don't want to lose those. 1, 2. I'll set these aside. Okay. Inside, underneath those covers, see if we can get up there and focus. You have 2 number 3 Phillips head screws. Okay. So I did loosen these prior. I popped them off just to get a little bit ahead of the game for you guys. There's one. These screws may fall. You're working kind of inverted on this, so I don't recommend working on gravel or anything like that, because if the screw does fall, you may never see it again. And if it was a 10 millimeter bolt or socket, you would never see that again either. So, but this one's just Phillips. So, okay, so that is loose. Let's bring that down and set it aside. Okay, there is a little access panel here. There's an access panel here. Those actually don't go to anything, nothing that you need. There's also a single access panel here. That's for your latch mechanism. you don't need that. Okay, so now we're done. We do have a single plug behind here, and you do want to be careful when you're pulling this down because you don't want to break that connection. So you want to get your hand behind one of these spots and start just shimmying around, and you're going to be popping these clips one by one. Once you get it far enough, actually, you know what we're going to do. Let's reach in here. Now, normally I wouldn't be doing this one-handed, but I've got this down halfway enough. Let's unplug this. There's a little blue plug you're going to push down. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I'm working one-handed, this thing's going to fall. And if the weight of it comes down... Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I skipped a beat here. You have two more things you have to do. You can either use a flathead or a pan head screwdriver. I forgot, you've got these two little plastic clips out here. I'm sorry, guys. Jumped the gun on you here. So a little bit bigger pan head would be better, but ironically, you can even use a coin, a little dime or a quarter or a nickel. You can unscrew these also. It doesn't have to be. They're not tight. They're just kind of an extra. You can see. Again, don't lose those. Okay, now we are unhooked. I'm sorry about that, guys. Okay, so we're going to keep fishing it around. Popping one clip at a time. All right. It has now been popped free. Completely. We lost a couple clips here. And we lost one clip. So this thing has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 clips around the outside and one in the center. And then, of course, if I'd left it plugged in and it fell, it would actually break this. And again, I've done that in the past. Don't want to do that this time. If you do lose one of your clips, you can come up here with your panel popper and grab that, bring it out the rest of the way. I like to put it back in the panel before I set it aside. That way I don't lose anything. So, okay, that's it, guys. Now you have full access to everything in there: wires, wipers. You can get up to your third brake light also. Reinstallation of those is the exact opposite of how we took it out, and I'm not going to go through that, but I'm pretty sure you guys can figure that out. All right, guys. That's it for this tech tip. Thanks for tuning in. If you're enjoying this series on the Pilot, definitely subscribe to the channel for more as we go through. If you want to see other tech tips on other vehicles, also hit the subscribe button. And if you like this video, hit the like button and feel free to leave a comment. All right, guys, we'll see you on the next one.